What's up, guys? Gatorade here, and right now, this is NCAA 12, and I'm playing possibly one of the biggest games of the year. So, well, actually, was. I didn't mind about the outcome, but so again, I used that Pro Combat one. I think it looks sexy, honestly. Like blue on blue, and then you use the black and blue shoes or cleats, whatever, and black socks. It looks pretty cool. And yesterday was a pretty big day in college football, including the Iron Bowl. It wasn't yesterday, but LSU Arkansas was this week. I'm gonna purposely avoid the game and other games. Stanford, Notre Dame, Georgia, Georgia Tech, Cousin Fucker Bowl, Tennessee, Kentucky. No offense to anyone from Tennessee or Kentucky. Mississippi State and Ole Miss Rebels. Vanderbilt and Wake Forest. Clemson, South Carolina. Those are just like the SEC. I have this app, and it's only putting the SEC games on here for some reason. But choose league, I can only pick SEC, Conference USA. So I don't know all of the games. I just mentioned the ones I remember from yesterday. Alright, to start out, the Iron Bowl. Actually, I thought Auburn was gonna win. Like, weirdly enough, I thought Auburn could have won that game. I was pretty wrong, as you can see. I'm not even gonna talk about the one with the Gators. Other games. Georgia, Georgia Tech. That one is kind of easy pick. Georgia Tech lost to Miami, and they lost to honestly, I don't follow Georgia teams. But Aaron Murray looked pretty good, and I don't think they can beat LSU. Honestly, that was a convincing win, but they're not going to beat LSU anytime soon. There's no way that I could see a team like, whatever the hell, Georgia. Honestly, the SEC West, the SEC East, which has the Gators, Georgia Bulldogs. Let me look this up. SEC East. So no one else has to. Alright, the SEC East. Oh shit. Sorry for the delay. The SEC, I'm on Wikipedia, which I think would be. Here we go. Alright, the SEC East has the pushover teams, excluding South Carolina. UF, which we haven't batted 2 years, not really a bad team though. Georgia, they're pretty good. Kentucky, not really. South Carolina, they're really good. Even without Marcus Lattimore, they're really, really good so far. Not so far, but this year, sorry. Tennessee, they're okay. Vanderbilt, they probably should move conferences. No offense to Vanderbilt, but they was doing. And then the West has Alabama, Arkansas, Auburn, LSU, Mississippi State, and Ole Miss. I think all of them, except for the Rebels, were ranked at one point this year. Mississippi State was ranked, and then they lost to LSU, and they didn't score any touchdowns, so they got taken off, whatever. So yeah, the SEC West now, maybe 3 years ago when Tennessee was good. Wait, what the hell? Did anyone else just? Oh yeah, that was a pretty fucked up thing I just did right there. But anyone just see that? It skipped. I don't know what that was. It didn't do anything on my PVR. But yeah. So a couple years ago, this might not be anything anyone remembers, but Florida was good. South Carolina was good. Georgia was better than they're good now, but they were better. Tennessee was good. Kentucky and Vanderbilt were still bad. Yeah, so maybe like now that wouldn't be as much as an accomplishment. Like, I think the SEC needs to be realigned. Like, as weird as that sounds, like, honestly, it's like the strongest conference in the whole NCAA, like, without a doubt. I mean, when you have two teams from the same conference, same division of a conference, they're both going to the BCS championship, that just shows me right there, like, seriously. Yeah, and, I mean, really, like, LSU, Auburn, Alabama, I think that's all, but they've all won championships. Like, the last couple ones have all been SEC West teams. Let me look this up. I think pretty much, like, last year it was Auburn. The year before that it was Alabama. I think it was Florida before that. Then it was LSU. Then it was Florida. So, like, I think someone else is in there, but I'm sorry for all this, like, things I'm looking up. Really, the way I think, it was, like, all SEC West lately. Let's see. Shit. Game records, here we go. Alright. Oh, fuck, that's records. Oh wow, I just realized that. So Mark Ingram was the second year that Mark Ingram was the first time a player had won the Heisman and the BCS championship in the same year. The next year Cam Newton does it, and if Trent Richardson, who I think wins it this year, if they can, well, first of all, if Georgia can somehow pull, like, the upset of the year over LSU, and the way I see it, it might be Okie State and Alabama. But if that happens, I think I would take Alabama any day. And then that'll be 3 years in a row after never having been done before that you win the Heisman and the championship in the same year. Troy Smith came close, but lost to the Gators, woo. And that was not really a good game. It was like 41-14. And honestly, no one's like, oh yeah, get up. No one told me. No one believed me that the Gators were going to win. Everyone's like, oh, they're going to lose. Not good enough. I'm like, oh, you'll see. Because, like, I was, like, in 6th grade at the time, so everyone was saying, like, oh, Ohio State being undefeated is so much better than Florida. And, like, Florida's only had one loss, and it was to Auburn. And no one believed me. And then the next day I came to school excited as fuck. Let's see. Now I want to talk about, like, Heismans and stuff. And this year, I think, is going to go, let's see, people who are, like, on here right now. Tony Castro vote.
This is ESPN.com's Mark Slayball with.
Sorry. Alright, so on ESPN, they have Trent Richardson, Robert Griffin III, Matt Barkley, Kellen Moore, Morris Claiborne, a cornerback. Kind of weird. Michael James, Luke Kuechly, Andrew Luck, Case Keenum, Monty Ball, Brandon Weeden, Colin Klein, and David Wilson. People I can just scratch off the list right now. Robert Griffin, Matt Barkley, Kellen Moore, maybe Claiborne would be on there. I just don't see a defensive back winning it. Michael James is still up there. Luke Kuechly, no, because he couldn't even, like, make his team have a winning record. Andrew Luck is still up there. Case Keenum, I think he has the ability to, but being in Conference USA, that's not exactly a difficult conference is the problem. And then Monty Ball, I don't think he's going to win. He doesn't get enough exposure. He's good, though. Brandon Weeden, I don't think should win after losing to Iowa State. Colin Klein, no. David Wilson, B-Tech, maybe. So that leaves Trent Richardson, Claiborne, Michael James, Barkley, Andrew Luck. Yeah. So the person I would think out of that, of Trent, Matt, Morris, Andrew, and I guess Brandon Whedon's still up there, but I don't think he's going to win. I would probably have to go with Trent Richardson. Probably, like, out of all of those, that would definitely have to be Trent Richardson. I mean, he's just, like, what he does to defenses. Like, I remember watching the game against Alabama when Florida had it, and, like, our players would grab him, and he would still be going for, like, 5 or 6 more yards after.
This is ESPN.com's Mark Slayball with your week.
Sorry about that. I'm sorry about both those times. The things he could do to Florida's big defense, like they had Jonathan Bostic. I honestly can't tell you all the defense because it's so bad, so I don't even like pay attention to them. But just really, like, the things they could do to our defense was just disgusting. And it wasn't even like the whole team was doing it. It's like Trent Richardson, it holds that team up so much. And then Andrew Luck, the next thing, like, here's the like the leaderboard right here. Trent Richardson's in first on ESPN, then Andrew Luck, Tyrann Mathieu, Kellen Moore, Robert Griffin, Marcus Loudermilk, Landry Jones, Russell Wilson, Case Keenum, whatever. They're not really too important after that. There's wide receivers on here. The wide receivers, like, have they ever won the Heisman? I can't really think of any right here. Sammy Watkins is a pretty good wide receiver. Alright, Trent Richardson has 21% of the vote. Then Andrew Luck. Andrew Luck obviously is going to be the first overall drafted. However, I don't think he deserves the Heisman. Now, everyone's going to be like, what? Well, it's because Andrew Luck is good as a pro quarterback, like the way he plays, but he does not have a hard schedule. He played like 2 good teams the whole year. He only beat one, and that was... Wait, no, he played 2 good teams, and they lost to Oregon. They got blown out by Oregon, I think, and then they barely beat they did pretty good against Notre Dame. So yeah, that's all my Heisman thoughts right now. Commentary's got like a minute left. Yeah, as you can see, Bama fucked us, unfortunately. Yeah, the fans just down. Roll motherfucking Tide. Yeah, that's shitty. We lost by that much, but the game I had against Kentucky, yeah, good job, fucking John Brantley. Anyway, game I had against Kentucky. Oh, it didn't save correctly. Sorry about that. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later.